can't say that. Because you know that's not going to happen.
Maybe it can.
Everybody can when you step in that ring.
Just don't bite the bullet.
Hey, Tio, I never disrespected you, right? I took that as disrespect, what you said.
You did?
For sure. They ain't even mention my name when you brought it up.
You know, a lot of times they mix my words up.
I seen the video.
You did?
I seen it.
Well, I didn't mean to disrespect you, brother. Good business. Wish you nothing but the best.
You too, just like I told you. And I meant it.
To the bridge, but what you feel about this matchup? Unbiasedly, what you feel about this matchup? You know these dudes very well.
Shakur had talked about this before it was actually official. And I'm like, cool. You know this fight, right? Cool, like, nah, bro, I know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we all excited about the fight, bro. Like, we all know it's at stake. Like, we've been knowing Teofimo since we was 12 or 13 years old and amateurs, bro. Like, we all been winning nationals together. Now we're pro having to fight each other, so Teo know who he fighting.
Yeah, man.
There was nothing light-hearted about the heated discussion between Teofimo Lopez and Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn didn't mince words. Teo is directly warned that Shakur Stevenson won't simply outbox him. If Teo acts carelessly, he thinks Shakur will knock him out.
It's all love, right, Keyshawn? It's all love, right? It's all love, right, Keyshawn? It's all leave, right? All right, that's it.
He's just a young kid trying to get clout. You know, hasn't made anything, hasn't made no noise, can say what he wants to say. However, hasn't done the recognition, hasn't won a world title. So who is Keyshawn Davis? These guys want clout. Do you guys not understand this? The moment they all get into the moment, right? The momentum. They feel the IQ. They feel the punches. They say, oh, this is real life. I don't want to get knocked out in front of them.
The confidence that went into it was also palpable. Fighter discussion, not fan talk. The kind that results from being in those gyms and understanding what levels actually entail. Such incidents only serve to intensify a conflict that is already raging. And the psychology of it all becomes far more fascinating than the volume ever was once the noise from the press conference is removed. Those weren't merely disparaging remarks. They served as probes. Teofimo Lopez wasn't attempting to seize the opportunity. He was attempting to interfere with Shakur Stevenson's operating system. This is the actual play.
Slow.
Okay.
And then I see as Shakur wins the first round, as Shakur wins the second round, slowly, I think Teo is eventually going to start picking it up and start imposing his will.
Right.
And then, you know, it's just going to go from there. That's how I think it's going to go.
That's a fair assessment. That's a fair one. Especially for that to be his brother.
I think it's going to be close. I think it's closer.
He's a guy who went out there and the things that everybody asked him to do. He beat the Lomachenko, he beat the Josh Taylor, and he ain't really get the credit for it. So when you don't get the credit for it, it feel like your mental kind of go down with some guys. And I think with him, he kind of didn't go about it the right way. He ain't go about it in a way to where it's like, keep waiting your moment, keep pushing, your time is gonna come. He felt like his time came and nobody respected it. So I did see the drift in his mental, but I think that's a weakness in his game. You know, on fight night, we come in there to make sure we come out victorious. So Teo is a hell of a fighter, I understand that, but I don't think none of these dudes is on my level when I'm at my best. So he got a lot to deal with come January 31st.
Because he doesn't suppress his emotions, Shakur is most dangerous when he is composed, detached, and digesting information in real time. He combats data. Without ever requiring momentum or adrenaline, he develops the fight like a live algorithm by reading shoulders, feet, and breathing patterns. Teofimo, on the other hand, is inventive and explosive. However, he typically has flashes of brilliance that still depend on structure. He searches for an outline to help him reset himself when things become hectic. The disrespect was important because of this.
What I think that Teo just painted outline by being as disrespectful as he can at the press conference because he wants to try to piss this kid off so the kid come fight with him. You understand me? Because with me, he had exactly what he wanted. Because as soon as I go in there, I'm coming straight to his head. You understand where I'm coming from? So, but I think that's what he's trying to get. Yeah, you feel me? But I think that's what he's trying to get Shakur to do. Because why would you say that to a person? What does that have to do with boxing? You feel me? He knows that Shakur has great feet and he's not gonna be able to catch Shakur if he lets Shakur take his time to do what he does. So he gotta try to make Shakur come in and try to
trying to
kill
draw
him,
him
which
in,
is what
yeah.
what he just did at the press conference. I don't feel bad about what he did at the press conference. I understand it now. When I saw it, he knows that he is right now. He ain't got much chance than outside picking a shot with Shakur because you don't beat Shakur like that. But if he can make Shakur get reckless and talk reckless to him, he's talking reckless to him to force him to hopefully force him to be reckless. You understand me? So what I would have did, like I said, I would have been reckless at the press conference, so I ain't got to be reckless in the ring. You understand me? I really ain't got that recklessness out the way. You feel me? Just so you know, I know where to be reckless at. Wherever you be reckless at is where I'm gonna be reckless at. You understand me? So, and we got that out the way. So when the fight comes, I can get back to my fight game. You understand me? But he's just trying to do things to draw Shakur to him, to make Shakur be reckless. Because if Shakur fights reckless, that gives him his best chance to win. And that's smart on Teo's.
For ego's sake, it wasn't personal. It was an effort to push Shakur into a more reactive state and away from that icy surgical mode. High-level mental games, without a doubt. This is the catch, though. Shakur doesn't have to prevail in podium competitions. All he has to do is be himself. Teo's strength and athleticism present serious issues if he bites emotionally. If he is patient, the bait becomes worthless, and Teofimo's favorite chaos begins to work against him. This has nothing to do with swagger or aggressiveness. It has to do with maintaining mental discipline under duress. One boxer is attempting to make the battle more emotional. The other is attempting to maintain computation. And the person who can create without panicking usually controls the night, when the outline vanishes and the canvas begins to move. Just when you think the Stevenson-Lopez debate is at its lowest point, Timothy Bradley Jr. enters the fray and shifts the focus to high-level boxing theory. This is the enjoyable part. This isn't hype talk. I thought as I listened. Shakur Stevenson doesn't just fight in rhythm. He is the ring's rhythm.
Wait, how do you fight a good boxer or somebody that makes you not only think, but make you possibly come for them at certain points in the fight?
Honestly, it's a game of patience. I think that you just gotta have patience, and sometimes things don't open up in the first 3 rounds or the first 4 rounds. But them things that may open up in the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th round. So I think majority of the game has come down to just having patience and being mentally strong enough to withstand the patience game, because good boxers is going to be both patient, and the one that's the most patient is the one who's going to be the most successful when you having a chess.
Not the guy's timing down, know what's coming next, man. He steps ahead of his competition, man. You know, whereas I see Shakur, man, on the other hand, he is the rhythm. You know, and what I mean by that is like, he like the wave, you know what I'm saying? He'll come forward and he'll push back. He'll come forward and he'll push back. He is the rhythm, you know. And I feel like, you know, him not being the most athletic fighter, his equalizer is control the distance. That's his equalizer, man.
Bradley's analogy resonates because it is accurate. Shakur doesn't need to be the strongest or fastest person in the room to continuously take away your alternatives, just like when he removes tabs from your browser. Teofimo Lopez, meanwhile, is a talented mess with athletic instincts combined with inventiveness. A man who, like a jazz improviser, works things out in the middle of a battle. That's thrilling. However, improvisation can quickly devolve into guessing when faced with someone as rigorous as Shakur. I adore Bradley's complete lack of regard for Teo. In fact, he commends him for being daring and inventive, but he quickly returns to his main point. Shakur doesn't drift, play to the crowd, or lose focus. Like a student who knows the answers before the test, he stays composed. When Tim says Shakur takes the air out of the fight, it's a warning, not an insult, because frustration leads to mistakes and lost rounds. Bradley's view is persuasive and surgical. If this becomes a thinking contest instead of a track meet, Shakur already lives there.
Teo, more so, I would say he's fast, you know, explosive, and got that punching power, you know, to hurt you, you know, he can sting you. Whereas Shakur is more so like, I would say quick thinker, very decisive fighter, you know what I mean, with his movements, decisive with, you know, all his moves, everything he does inside the ring, there's always like a purpose to it. You know, he's always in the right position, you know, to avoid a shot or to land a punch. So Shakur, again, he ain't got the athleticism, He ain't got that explosiveness like Teofimo Lopez got, man. He ain't got that. You know, but what the thing is that Shakur, he knows how to follow a plan, man. He does. And I think that's a major difference too in the fight. And he comes in there and he takes away, man, and he takes away whatever you got going on or whatever you think you're trying to do. Nope. He gonna take that away.
And he definitely has the athleticism edge over Shakur. Now, I think Shakur's defense is high caliber, and his IQ is also high caliber. So it's a really good matchup because it's kind of like Teo brings. He can either, depending how he fights Shakur, he can either make it a tough night or he can make it an easy night for Shakur.
Thus, the picture becomes clear when you put it all together. This isn't power versus hype or loud versus louder. It's combustion versus control. Shakur Stevenson operates like a calm processor, collecting rounds and letting opponents beat themselves with frustration, while Teofimo Lopez brings athleticism, chaos, and the ability to flip a fight in an instant if given the wrong opening. Everything comes down to one question. When the plan breaks, who stays disciplined? Emotion and rush favor Teofimo. Calculation and efficiency favor Shakur. That's why the theme keeps returning. Efficiency versus ignition, patience versus pressure, and who performs best when it matters most. I want to hear from you now. When the lights are on and the rounds begin to disappear, how do you see this breaking down? Does Shakur subtly seize power and hold on to it? Or does Teofimo impose mayhem? Leave a comment with your ideas. Let's have a serious discussion about this. Remember to always like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you at the next one.